Hi everyone. Sometimes in Bubble, you have to scroll repeating groups together, whether horizontally or vertically. This is possible, but it requires a touch of code. In this tutorial, one of my colleagues is going to show you exactly how this is done. For those of you who are new here, over the past 4.5 years, me and my team have helped more than 100 plus businesses build custom software and AI applications. Let's get started.
Hi everyone, so this tutorial is regarding the sync scroll functionality, that how you could achieve the sync scroll functionality between two repeating groups. Either it is a horizontal scroll or a vertical scroll. So you see we have two type of example. We have horizontal scroll example as well, and we have the vertical scroll example as well. First, let's start by horizontal. So you see we have two types of table, the order table and the product table. So when I will scroll the product table to the left, you will notice that the order table will also scroll to the left. So there you go. So this is a horizontal sync scroll functionality, and how you will be able to achieve it, we will go into the details. And okay, the second is our vertical sync scroll. So for the vertical sync scroll, we have again two types of tables. So I am scrolling the product table to the top, and you see the order table is also scrolling with it. So how you can achieve this functionality, let's get into the details. So the first thing that you should have is the plugin that you must install, because we need to run the JavaScript to achieve this sync scroll functionality. So in the plugins, you have to go to the add plugins, and you have to search the toolbox. When you will search the toolbox, so this is currently installed in my app, but you have to install it. You will install this toolbox to achieve the run JavaScript functionality in the workflow. The second main thing that you have to ensure that in the general tab, this in the advanced option, the expose the option to add an ID attribute to HTML elements should be checked. It should not be unchecked, because we will assign IDs to the repeating group. And if this would be unchecked, so IDs will you won't be able to add the IDs on the repeating group. For the horizontal scroll, you see we have two repeating groups. The first is the order one, and second is the product repeating group. To achieve the functionality of the sync scroll, what I have done is I have assigned the IDs to both the repeating group. To the repeating group order, the ID is RG1, and for the repeating group product, the ID is RG2. What I have done is I have assigned the IDs to both the repeating groups, and in the workflow tab, I have run the JavaScript code. What I have done is I have used the page is loaded plugin, page is loaded workflow, that is here. The page is loaded, you have to run the JavaScript, and this JavaScript will run like this, that document.get element by ID. I am passing the ID of the second repeating group, that is RG2, which is my product repeating group. So I have passed the ID, this table's ID, product ID here, and on scroll I have to scroll the RG1 table to the left as well. So this is the actually the code, that if I am scrolling the RG2 table, the repeating group that has the ID RG2, so the function will run, which will also scroll the table which has RG1 ID to the left as well. So you see, I am scrolling the product table to the left, and the order table is also scrolling to the left. So this is the main workflow that we need in the sync scroll functionality. To achieve the vertical scroll functionality, again, we have two types of tables, and we have assigned different IDs to these tables. For example, this vertical scroll order table is ID is RG scroll 1, and the product table ID is RG scroll 2. And to achieve the this scroll functionality, if I am scrolling this table, the order table is also scrolling with it. So to achieve this functionality, again, I have run the JavaScript, but with different table IDs. I have assigned the RG scroll to ID, which is my products. I can say, okay, which is my products table ID. In the function, I have passed the order table ID, which is RG scroll 1. So I am scrolling the product table, and the order table is scrolling. We can do in other way as well. For example, I can pass this repeating groups ID, and this table will scroll. We can also do that. We just have to switch the ID names. For example, I am passing RG1 here, and I am passing RG2 here. So you will see, now I will scroll the order table, and the product table will scroll along it. Okay, let's see. Okay, now you see I'm scrolling the order table and the product table is scrolling with it. So this is completely your choice and you can pass any table's ID and that table on the scroll of that table, the other table will scroll. Similarly, you can change the IDs here as well. Like I can pass scroll 1 here and scroll 2 here, and this also works as well. So this is how you can achieve the sync scroll functionality, and that's all. Thank you.
Our goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. So I'd really appreciate it if you smash that subscribe button. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks. Bye.